All right, so today we are going to do what's in the bag for Dennis here, and I'm going to show off what I have in my bag that makes me a far superior golfer to Eric. So let's look at the bag first real quick, and then I'll go through the clubs. This is I have no idea what kind of bag this is. What kind of bag is this? It's a bag that I got at Bobix, I believe. No, I have no idea. It's an Exponent. There we go. Exponentially awesome. So let's see what we got. It's been a minute since I've looked through to see what I actually have in here. It looks like we have plenty of tees for the season. We have a squishy practice ball. Looks like the last place I played the Sycamore Golf Club. No doubt I beat Eric when we were there. Noble Hawk ball marker. Oh, I thought I had a divot. I had a divot tool somewhere. It's now gone because I think that was the pocket it was in, I believe. Now, interestingly, that doesn't look like that's been used a whole lot, but it's on my bag. So we've got tees for this upcoming season. You know, actually, I think the divot tool was in there, so it probably fell out. Or let's see, we have a empty Jarritos grapefruit. Go ahead and get rid of that. Don't need that empty bottle. And we have, oh, there we go. We have a 3D printed Cool Guy Golf divot tool, which I have not made any of those yet, other than that one, so that is a prototype. Let's go on this side of the bag. And we have over here, one of the best features about this is this broken zipper. No matter which way you go, it's open. So open all the time. A really soggy scorecard, and it looks like, oh, it looks like I won is what that reads to me against Justin. Oh yeah, I definitely did win that. We have some golf balls. So let's put these on the drill press. We have not one, not just two. Okay, now that's all we have. We have 2 golf balls left in the season, which is fine. 0 rangefinder. Really don't use that. I just rely on Eric to give me a gauge if I don't know the yardage, and he's usually pretty honest, I think, as far as I can tell. Except for when I fly the green by 20 yards, in which case I know he was probably not telling me the truth. And we have some sunscreen. So there you go. There's the inside of the bag. And it shows you that I am, now this, actually, let's point this out here. This alignment thing that I've had in there for a very long time. You'll notice on the regular Joe, we have printed the Cool Guy #1 on one side. And oh, look, an alignment aid already there. So we only have our name on one side because honestly, why put them on both sides? Okay, you know it's Cool Guy Golf. And you need a line, that's all you need. And if you don't want a line, you don't have to. Some people prefer no line. Sometimes I do. But there you go. So one of the things that sets us apart from other golf ball manufacturers, we are not of the persuasion that you need to have your name on both sides, because if it's on the grass, am I not going to roll it over? Of course I'm going to touch it and roll it over, because we're not in the PGA. All right, so now let's go through each club in the bag and see what gives me the competitive advantage I have over Eric, not beyond my original talent and skill. What equipment do we have in the bag that really sets me apart from Eric's game? So first one, as you can tell, this is the big dog. It is the Alice Cooper driver, which we've got a Rogue Max multi-axial 65S. I think 65S stands for that's what I'm going to score on 18 holes. We've got the Callaway GBB Epic, Great Big Bertha Epic, with green around the edges, okay? Because green means more money when I take Eric's money on the course. Never really mess with these things. I don't know how in focus am I in here. Am I good, Eric? Eric says yes, I'm in focus. There are these things to adjust the club in some fashion. Really don't know what I should do with them, but I've left them alone. So North-south D means passing, D minus 1. So that's basically, and then jailbreak technology. It's in there, okay. There's those bars. So that's what I have off the tee. This thing's interesting. I've never actually adjusted the draw or fade weight either. So I've basically done nothing with this club but hit tee shots. And they've gone both directions, so I'm just gonna leave it right in the middle. So that's the big dog. We'll set these off to the side as we go through, so I get confused on what I've done. So now this next club is very special. This one's near and dear to my heart because I've had it in my bag ever since I've basically golfed. It is the Tour Model Heater, number 3. And it is essentially a TaylorMade knockoff from, I don't know, probably the 90s. But it has this amazing shaft. It's the Balloon Power Weight System Flex shaft. And I don't really know how to explain it other than I almost can't hit this club poorly. And when I do hit it poorly, like when I hit it down here on the face or up, well, if I hit it up here, I guess it goes real high. But even if I hit it on the heel, it's a nice 200-yard shot every time. And I don't have to try. So I'm really hoping this club never breaks like the shaft because it probably doesn't exist anymore. And if it does, I need to go and order like 100 of these shafts so I have them for the rest of my life and for the life of my great-great-grandson because he'll want to play with it too. So Tour Model 3 heater, it can't be beat. Now onto the irons. So the irons, what we've got here is we've got a set of them. And it goes all the way from 3 to a pitching wedge. And I did have a 60-degree wedge at one point. I also had a 56-degree wedge or a 52 or whatever the sand wedge is. I had one of those as well, and they are not in my bag anymore. So what probably happened is I most likely left them somewhere, and they ended up in somebody else's bag or in the clubhouse, and I never went back and got them and forgot about them. So anybody at Crestview and Muncie, you know, if you found a sand wedge, I don't know, 20 years ago, that might be mine. Just give me a call. So let's pick one of these bad boys out. This is the King Snake. Yes, King Snake oversized cavity bag clubs. And as you can see from, I'll cut some close-up footage here for the close-up footage later. The grooves are not exactly clean, reference back to the cleaning tools on my bag that I haven't used. And part of our philosophy is that, you know, when you're a mediocre golfer or, you know, when your golf game is subpar, that'd be the right word? That's confusing. If it's below par in golf, it's good, but subpar generally means not good, so you can figure that out. But if your game's not good, or mediocre best, you really don't have the most control. I have to back that. Eric's telling me I have to back it. Okay. Really, much like this, me not seeing myself in the camera, you don't have control over where the ball goes, per se. So you don't really want it to spend too much. So one of the ethos underpinnings of Cool Guy is that, you know, if your club face isn't super clean, it's probably okay because you don't want that much side spin. So yeah, so that's what we got, the King Snakes, 3 through pitching wedge. Now I will say, I think my favorite of all these clubs is probably the 7-iron. It's a close race between 7 and 8. I really don't mess with the 7-iron, and I rarely mess with the 8. False. But Eric makes to differ, but the proof's gonna be in the pudding when we go out on the course this year, okay? I got those 150, 145, 155 shots. It's money all day, every day. It's like, I don't even know who a good irons player is. It's like Ben Hogan, okay? It's like Ben Hogan. You can count all day, every day. Okay. Then we have, not really sure why I still have this club in my bag, but I do. It's a really heavy weighted club to warm up with. And since I stopped warming up after the age of 20, I think, don't really know why I had this in here, but it's in there. So it's the Momentous, patent number 5.58 million, whatever it is. So It's in there, it adds extra weight, so then when the golf bag falls out of the cart, you really know that it fell out because you hear it. And then lastly we have a Callaway S2H2 putter, made in the US. Now, I don't know how long I've had this in my bag, to be honest, but it's probably been at least, what would you say, like 5-7 years?
Probably.
Okay, we're gonna say at least 5 years. Now, I don't particularly like this putter, and to be honest, I don't know if I'm just bad at putting or if it's just the putter.
You're
In high school,
bad at putting.
it's Callaway, it's a small blade, and I don't really like it. So, with that, you are now privy to what I'm playing with in my bag, and if you want to pattern your golf game after me, you will undoubtedly have great success on the course of your life.
You've been carrying a weighted club in your golf bag for probably 20 years.
Most likely. But I haven't, now I don't walk, so had I been walking, it would have done me some good, but I would have taken it out of the bag. So, yeah. So that's it for this What's in the Bag. Be sure to check out Eric's What's in the Bag if you have not already. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, because we're going to have a lot more stuff that's amazing like this, and you will undoubtedly just amass a library of golf knowledge and skill to which your golf cohorts will be like, man, where did you learn this? Like, well, Cool Guy Golf, obviously. So, yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe. We'll see you next one.
I cannot believe you've been carrying a weighted club in your bag for 20 years. I've never seen you use that since high school.
It's been in there.